Okay.
What's going on, guys, and welcome back to Top 10 Nerd.
The nerdiest page on the interwebs, hands down.
Of course. So what is DC Future State? I mean, we've heard news breaking out about these new upcoming characters, but what exactly is it?
Future State is a DC-wide event that will be starting up shortly, and you are not going to want to miss it. And when we say the word event, it's a term here that we use pretty lightly.
Yeah, see, with most events, you see a main comic series guiding them, but with this event, we don't have that. It's really more of a thematic series of books allowing us to see into a future state, haha, hence the name, of some of DC's most beloved characters, even introducing new characters to the mix who are taking up the role of some of the iconic heroes we have to come to know, like Batman and Wonder Woman.
To find out more about who these new characters are and what is going on, keep watching as we count down the top 10 DC Future States you need to read, giving you some insight into some of the most recommended limited series we are getting from this collection.
Absolutely. She's Amanda McKnight.
He's Taylor McWaters. Let's get counting. Number 10, Future State Superman vs. Imperious Lex. Well, this is a new and intriguing story to be sure. It also takes us back to a time when Lex was the ruler of a planet, first introduced in Superman 164. This planet was originally the battle where Superman and Lex planned to fight one another fair and square, as it had a red sun. So, Superman's gonna be on the same level as Lex. However, they learned there were people living there whom Lex helped and eventually bargained with Superman to leave, so they would never know that Superman had beat him. Lex, however, would return to this planet, which was named in his honor as he was their hero, Lexor. In Superman vs. Imperious Lex, it's possible we'll see a return to this planet, as the story tells us Lex is ruling a planet under a red sun and has enjoyed many bountiful and peaceful years there when his planet is invited to join the ranks of the United Planets by one of Earth's representatives, Lois Lane. Lois and Superman obviously, however, don't trust Lex and remain suspicious that he's up to something, seeking to expose his true nature. Superman vs. Imperious Lex is written by Mark Russell with gorgeous art by Steve Pugh.
And if you guys could go ahead and toss us a thumbs up before we go on to number 9, that would be fantastic, because it helps us out a lot here at the studio. If we get enough likes, they're gonna let me go home this year. And number 9, Dark Detective. Written by Mariko Tamaki and Dan Mora, big changes are coming to Bruce Wayne's life, and we cannot wait any longer. I mean, specifically the Dark Detective. So yeah, we get to see Bruce Wayne on the run after the world thought him dead, so okay. But while a new Batman takes over, and of course the nasty new military organization, the Magistrate, has taken over control of Gotham City. And another thing fans are looking forward to is Grifter is back. Yeah, Cole Cash is not going to have an easy go as Gotham City PD closes in. So after meeting with Luke Fox, we have to wonder, will his day get better or worse? We can't wait to see. And number 8, Superman of Metropolis. Written by Sean Lewis and Brandon Easton. Last time we saw Clark, he left the safety of Earth in the hands of his son, Jonathan Kent. So, of course, he has one thing and one thing only to make sure he does, and that is, of course, to protect his home city. So it's a little stressful now that Brainiac is back and he's attacking. So John takes drastic measures, and then the outcome? Bottle City of Metropolis. Now, Supergirl, she's coming in hot. She's got some things to say. And in the new Bottle City, we see the rise of Jake Jordan, former Manhattan Guardian, looking for a new beginning. And alongside an anarchist named Honest Mary, also looking for a fresh start, with, of course, drastic ways. So now Jake has to deal with that inside the bottle, but fear not, he'll have the help of, drumroll, Jimmy Olsen.
Number 7, Future State Justice League. I feel bad actually ranking this one so low, as it still looks like such an amazing book, and it features some characters I'm both excited to meet and excited to see more of. Future State Justice League introduces us to this new era of heroes as we see Jonathan Kent become Superman, Yara Flores Wonder Woman, Joe Moline as Green Lantern, my favorite, Andy Curry as Aquawoman, Tim Fox as Batman, and a brand new Flash from somewhere in the great multiverse. This new team keeps their true identity secret even from each other, which makes the suspense even greater when they find their greatest enemies dead and murdered within the Hall of Justice, and realize they are all the lead suspects on the mystery murder case. We also get a side story featuring Justice League Dark, who for some unknown reason were disbanded but now need to reassemble in order to defend the very fabric of reality from the Crow King Merlin. So many awesome mysteries afoot.
And number 6, Teen Titans. Written by Tim Sheridan, we see the world after the original new Teen Titans when they wanted to start their own school, right? You know, guide the minds of young ones as they explore their super side to make the world a better, safer place. And then cut 2 years later where Titan's Tower is now just a constant reminder of all of those young lives lost, the lives of those young supers. So Nightwing, Starfire, Beast Boy, Cyborg, and Raven are going after what made that school go to hell in the first place. So now they have to get help from the mysterious Red X, who we've only seen in the Teen Titans animated show. We can't wait to see what happens there.
Number 5, Future State, Harley Quinn. Of course, you can never have too much Harley in your life, but this series I think will be a good one to grab for Harley fans out there, as well as people maybe just getting into the character now. Stephanie Phillips is writing and promises to bring something new to the character while also taking inspiration from some of the great Harley writers to come before her. The 2-part series is meant to focus on Harley Quinn's independence and what that means for her as she tries to define what kind of hero or villain or something in between she wants to be. Phillips wants to remind everyone of how smart Harley is, while also giving her some more reasons to question both the side of good and the side of evil when it comes to carving out what exactly her own role means. This series will also be setting the stage for Harley's 2021 series to come after it, which will continue the story. So for fans looking to get into that, this is a must read.
And number 4, The Flash. Written by Brandon Vietti, the preview for this one has me pumped up. So we find Barry Allen holding Captain Cold's gun, just locked and cold loaded, and if you're not already intrigued by that, I don't know what else to say. Besides that, we find Barry Allen also without his superpowers. That's right, he's all alone with no backup, so he has no choice but to team up with the other former Flashes to go against Wally West. Yeah, so he has to use the weapons of his foes to save Wally. How badass is that? And on top of that epic storyline, we're also introduced to a new Flash named Kid Quick from Earth 11. And we're expecting our first look at the new speedster in DC's Very Merry Multiverse one-shot coming up. Can't wait.
Number 3, Future State, Catwoman. One of the series I know I am most excited for is Catwoman's, and trust me, you will be too when you hear why I'm so pumped. Automatopoeia is going to be making a comeback, baby! One of my favorite villains. And not only that, Catwoman will be dealing with all sorts of tricksy characters coming at her from all sides as she attempts to take on the Magistrate. She'll be running into a formerly presumed dead Bruce Wayne, but is it really him? Or some kind of impersonator looking to trick Catwoman into falling prey to their trap. She'll also be running into and possibly squaring off with Talia al Ghul, which is likely to be tense no matter what and interesting. This series is going to be written by Ram V with stunning artwork by Otto Schmidt. And you'll likely want to collect the issues considering some of the beautiful artwork featured there as well.
And number 2, Nightwing. Written by Andrew Constant, we see a world with Batman gone. So that means it's time for Nightwing to step up his game. And that nasty magistrate we just mentioned is just making everybody's lives a not so great time. So we get to see Nightwing try and get ahead of the game and protect the city. Awesome. So where else to collect yourself and prepare than Arkham Asylum? It's got that homey feel, you know, it really gets the brain going, gets you in a nice calm zone. And then this is where he meets somebody claiming to be the new Batman. Okay, interesting, very suspicious. So in newly released images, we see a new Nightwing beside the Red X, and he's wearing Deathstroke's mask. You love it. And the new Nightwing also carries a new sidearm, so they mean business.
Number 1, Future State, The Next Batman. This one is a must read because it promises to introduce a new and powerful yet mysterious character. Someone who we haven't met yet, but who you might be shocked to learn already kind of exists. He is the estranged brother of Batwing Luke Fox, which makes him, you guessed it, Lucius Fox's son. What's even more interesting history-wise is that this new son actually isn't new. Not really. Tim Fox is the next Batman, and although he prefers to go by Jace in this continuity, we've met him in a previous one before even Luke existed. New Earth. In that continuity, Tim got involved with a gang that was working for a rival and dirty businessman to Bruce Wayne. Once revealed, this caused some pretty big tension and drama between him and his dad. Here we don't know yet just what Jace's past entails, but we do know that he is going up against not just the magistrate, but his father and Gotham's mayor as well. The next Batman series also includes some pretty interesting side series among them. I'm most excited for Gotham City Sirens myself, as well as Batgirls. All of these series look so good. I honestly wish I could just read all of them, especially considering they are all only a few issues long. It really makes me want to try.
What are some of your initial favorites when it comes to DC's future states? And also, are there any that you would love to see even more issues of? Let us know in the comments down below.
And speaking of comments, it's time to turn to some comments from one of our latest collabs, Top 10 Best Comics of 2020.
Alrighty, first comment comes from Joshua Mathis. They say, I definitely love the new X-Men comics and I want to live on Krakoa on the low. Professor X, can you read me? I'm a mutant, please take me home. Yeah, guys, honestly, if we all think about Joshua getting picked up for Krakoa at the same time, maybe it'll happen. We're praying for you. Maybe
our fingers are crossed.
We'll do a rain dance or something after as well.
Mutant rain dance. Sunstar comments, the artwork is well done in the Willow series. She looks like a cutie. So true. The artwork for that series is like so beautiful. But yeah, I think that's Natasha Bustos that I was saying last time.
Yeah.
And yeah, everyone should just, her artwork is just really good. I think she also does Moon Girl as well, if you're into that in Marvel.
There you go. Well guys, there you have it. Which future state comic are you looking forward to the most?
Let us know down below so we can share our thoughts with you in the next video.
I'm looking forward to seeing Harley Quinn and what happens when she's kidnapped by the magistrate. That just sounds like a bad idea, you know?
Yeah, it's going to get pretty ugly.
Pretty ugly. But in the meantime, you guys stay clean, stay home, keep reading comics. This has been Top 10 Nerd. I'm Taylor McWaters.
And I'm Amanda McKnight. You stay nerdy, YouTube.